He didn't break in. He didn't chase. He asked politely, "Can you help me?" That's how it started. A smile, a cast on his arm, a voice you'd trust in an instant, and then they were gone. In the 1970s, fear crept quietly across America. Young women vanished from college campuses, from quiet streets, from everyday life. No signs of struggle, no clear suspect, just one chilling detail survivors would later repeat. A charming man who called himself Ted. Ted Bundy wasn't supposed to be the villain. He was educated, studying law. He volunteered at a suicide hotline, talking people away from death. He dressed well, spoke confidently. He fit perfectly into society, and that was the problem, because monsters aren't supposed to look like him. It began in Washington State. A college student disappears. Then another, then another. Witnesses remember the same thing. A man with his arm in a sling, struggling to carry books, asking for help to his car. It felt harmless, safe, normal, until it wasn't. Bundy didn't rely on force. He relied on trust. He studied behavior, body language, human kindness. He knew people wanted to help, and he used that against them. Every move was calculated, every encounter rehearsed. By the time his victims realized something was wrong, they were already trapped. By day, Bundy smiled. By night, he hunted. He could sit in a crowded room, laugh with friends, blend in completely, while hiding secrets no one could imagine. There were no warning signs people could easily point to, no outbursts, no obvious red flags, just normalcy, and that's what made him invisible. As the months passed, the disappearances spread. Washington, Utah, Colorado, different cities, same pattern. Authorities struggled to connect the dots, no central database, no shared system. And Bundy knew it. He adapted, moved, evolved, always one step ahead. In 1975, Bundy was finally arrested, but even then, something felt off. He didn't look afraid. He didn't look guilty. He looked confident. In court, he smiled, spoke clearly, even charmed the room, and then he escaped. Not once, twice. One man, multiple states, dozens of victims, and still slipping through the cracks. After his second escape, Bundy fled to Florida, and something changed. The careful predator became reckless. The calculated hunter became chaotic. It was faster, more violent, less controlled, as if the mask he'd worn for years was finally cracking. In 1978, it ended. Bundy was arrested again. This time, there was no escape. The evidence was stronger, the pressure was higher, and for the first time, the world began to see what was hiding behind the smile. The trial wasn't just a courtroom case. It was a spectacle. Cameras rolled. People watched obsessively, because Bundy didn't act like a man facing the end. He joked, he smiled, he even proposed during the trial. It was disturbing, not because it was loud, but because it was calm. Experts tried to understand him, but there was no simple answer. Bundy wasn't insane in the way people expected. He knew what he was doing. He just didn't feel it. No empathy, no guilt, no connection. To him, people weren't human. They were targets. On January 24th, 1989, Ted Bundy was executed. And just like that, the smiling killer was gone. But the fear he left behind didn't disappear, because Bundy changed something forever. He proved that evil doesn't always look dangerous. Sometimes it looks like someone you'd trust. A friendly voice, a harmless request, a simple smile, and a choice that changes everything.
And your dad was watching the whole time.